Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Renee Summerhour. In top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand's Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Family, friends, teammates, and the football coach of Samori, Norris Johnson, are mourning the teen's death after he was shot on Halloween night. At Desert Pines High School, Norris Johnson grew into an accomplished athlete in football and track. His coach described him as having all of the traits and the skill set they were looking for. About 100 people gathered Thursday night at the All-American Park. The group counted to 13, which was the teen's jersey number, before releasing dozens of balloons into the sky. For more details on the Halloween night incident, log on to lvrj.com/crime. A substitute teacher at Legacy Traditional School was arrested Wednesday after making inappropriate comments around students. Rashida Rose is facing 2 counts of child abuse and has been placed on leave and removed from her teaching duties at the school. The officer who struck a knife-wielding man with his patrol vehicle Tuesday morning has been identified as 49-year-old James Burt, and the Clark County Coroner's Office also identifies the man who died as 43-year-old Dannon Bryant. Pending the outcome of the review, Burt has been placed on paid administrative leave. Culinary union leaders have said they are intensifying preparations for what they say will be the largest hospitality worker strike in U.S. history. Review-Journal's James Schaefer has more on the possible strike of the state's largest union.
And the workers voted by 95%, overwhelming majority.
In a Thursday call, we are learning that the hospitality workers in the Culinary Local 226 will go on strike at 5 a.m. November 10th if a 5-year contract agreement is not reached. That date just 6 days before the city hosts the Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix, when more than 100,000 visitors are projected to descend on the Strip, this setting a formal deadline for workers and employers to make a deal. About 35,000 members are working under expired contracts and would be the first to go on strike if a deal isn't reached. That means 18 properties, excluding the Cosmopolitan, will have workers walk off the job if no deal is reached. MGM and Wynn declined to comment. Caesars did not respond to a request for comment on this story. Follow the Review Journal for more updates as they become available. For the Las Vegas Review Journal, I'm James Schaefer.
Reid International Airport is warning travelers to expect busier than usual operations in mid-November with the Formula One Las Vegas Grand Prix in town. The airport has implemented the Cross the Finish Line with the 4-3-2-1 plan. That means planning transportation to the airport 4 hours before flight time, checking bags 3 hours before, getting into the TSA line 2 hours before, and arriving at the gate 1 hour before flight departure. In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Sunny and calm winds coming from the east are in your forecast for today. Today's highs reaching around 79 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear skies, winds holding steady from the north from this afternoon. Lows around 53 degrees. For the weekend, clouds moving in on Saturday, partly cloudy skies all weekend with daytime highs in the upper 70s, low 80s. 82 degrees to start your work week, evening lows in the mid 50s. We'll start to see temps decreasing throughout the week. In business, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability, construction is well underway on the retail development that is set to replace the old Hawaiian Marketplace retail complex on the Las Vegas Strip. Metal beams and construction workers were moving Thursday morning on the boulevard. The development could have a diverse range of tenants, including food and beverage, competitive socializing, entertainment, apparel, and tech. And if you plan to forego cooking this Thanksgiving and decide to go out this year, the Review Journal has compiled a list of on-strip and off-strip restaurants serving up Turkey Day specials. On the Strip, STK Steakhouse at the Cosmo is featuring a la carte dishes, and off the Strip, Barry's Downtown Prime at Circa and Laurie's The Prime Rib are presenting specials. For the full list, log on to lvrj.com/entertainment.
Sports brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. The Knights won on Thursday 5-2 over the Winnipeg Jets to become the 13th team in NHL history with a season-opening point streak of at least 11 games. Jonathan Marchessault had a hat trick. Logan Thompson racked up 29 saves plus his first NHL assist. The Knights scored 2 more goals from the power play. Up next, Vegas will face the Avalanche Saturday at T-Mobile Arena.
In entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. An artist is coming back to perform on the Strip, plus more Las Vegas entertainment news from Review Journal's John Katzlamides.
What works in Las Vegas? How about Toby Keith on the Las Vegas Strip? Keith is coming back to town in December for 3 shows at Dolby Live. Expect all of them to sell out. 2 already have. We remember the days of I Love This Bar and Grill at Harrah's. That was Toby Keith's headquarters, and it was a heck of a time. We also have news on the magic front with Nathan Burton, long of V Theatre at Miracle Mile Shops, moving to a new venue between Flyover and Hard Rock Cafe. Look for news of his move coming November 19th.
Sports betting brought to you by the Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. UNLV will try to bounce back from last week's loss when it travels to New Mexico on Saturday. The Rebels are 10-point favorites at Circa Sportsbook, with New Mexico listed at plus 290 on the money line. The total is 61. In other college football games, Georgia is a 15-point favorite over Missouri, and the total is 56.5. Oklahoma is favored by 6 points over rival Oklahoma State, and the total is 61.
In health, sponsored by Boulder City Hospital, we're here for you when you need us. Thursday marked a huge milestone at the Cleveland Clinic Center for Brain Health. The first infusion of the anti-amyloid drug lecanemab was administered to a patient for the treatment of mild Alzheimer's disease. The drug was approved by the FDA back in July.
This drug is really the first drug that Medicare will cover that actually will modify the disease, that is to slow the progression of the disease. The best candidate for a drug like lecanemab are individuals who have very mild symptoms that are due to Alzheimer's disease specifically.
Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. If you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the Review Journal's YouTube channel for more great content. Watch Las Vegas Breaking News streaming live on your OTT device. We'll see you back here next week for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.